now conclude with MP Laurie Idlout. You have 5 minutes. Please proceed.
Kuyanami, thank you so much. I've been appreciating the line of questioning from my colleagues in this committee. A part of my questioning will be quite partisan, being part of the NDP. We saw, for example, the expedited passing of Bill C-5 without the free, prior, and informed consent of Indigenous peoples. And I heard you clearly that you're expecting governments to have a stronger relationship with Inuit, and you're demanding better respect. And I wonder if you could share your views on what that could look like and how that could have positive impacts for Inuit.
Laurie, first and foremost, for any of the coming up listed projects for the implementation of Bill C-5, if they have any connection to Inuit Nunavut, they must have explicit support of Inuit. That we know that there are dreams and aspirations for all sorts of entrepreneurs and jurisdictions from this legislation, and I can't think of a worse fate than for us to have to then fight some of these new listed projects because there wasn't respect given to Inuit in the process. We have been very clear as Inuit leadership that we welcome the ability to bring Inuit Nunavut into Canada. We have been hoping for this for a generation, perhaps two. The question now is, can we do that together? And I know that we can, but there is another path, and one that is unfortunately something that we have to also just mention, is that in this country's past, our rights are happily trampled on by opportune businesses and governments, and we just can't let that happen today.
Thank you so much. My next question is regarding Arctic sovereignty versus Arctic security. I see that this Liberal government is only focused on Arctic security, only focusing on military defense. Can you elaborate on why it's so important to also balance that out with Arctic sovereignty, where addressing programs like the Inuit Child First Initiative would be so important, helping to eliminate TB. I know that ITK is very important. These are programs that are so important that shows that Canada is willing to invest in Arctic sovereignty.
Yes. As we state wherever we can, Inuit are the human face of Arctic sovereignty for Canada. And that is just a factual statement. The health of our communities, the sustainability of our communities, and the investment in them is an essential feature of Canada's defense strategy and its aspirations to keep its own sovereignty. The funds that the federal government can invest in Inuit communities, which result in healthy communities and safe communities, is essential for the Canadian Rangers. It's essential for all the workers who might be working at airstrips or military bases or marine ports, for those people who are ensuring that governments are functioning. We need to invest in our communities to ensure that we can meet whatever is coming at us with the best possible foot forward. And I don't think it's too much to ask to lower our tuberculosis rate to the Canadian average from the 300 times the rate that we have now, or that we provide just essential services for Inuit children so that they are not discriminated against by being Inuit.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. A very brief question and answer, please.
Yes, very quickly. I had an amazing feedback from a constituent, Jesse Tungilik, who talked about the dangers of only focusing on Arctic security and how that would actually put more women at risk because of military just being flown in to our communities. I wonder if you can speak to that, so that we need to amplify how Arctic security includes keeping Inuit women safe.
A brief answer, please.
This is in the same consideration for fly-in, fly-out natural resource extraction projects, and then the negative impacts on certain members of local communities. And that has to be a consideration, especially considering the murdered, missing Indigenous women and girls, and especially Inuit women and girls, and the need to do more for that population.